Greetings of prosperity, forward-thinking people. Greetings of prosperity, go to star global people. Once again, right? It's your man Ali. He ate papilla. I'm known. I'm known. I already had the greeting, but I just got to greet again. Just got to give that greeting again. So you all get it, right? In Canese, we'll be able to communicate in our own tongue, right? Similar to saying like when you're speaking and conversating um when you're speaking in dialogue in Swahili or Nuwapic, right? Or Incanese, all right? So that's what that's all about. The importance of having your own tongue is of the utmost importance. The reality is even better when you're looking to have your own, right? When you have your want to have your own and you want the jurisdictions or whatever to take into account and respect what it is that you are doing, right? For them to look at it again, for them to think like, oh, I don't, for them to not assume that they're able to say what it is that they are alleging to tell you what to do until you put them on notice or until you set their record straight, until you let them know when they're in time we're in, or let them know what time it is. They will just assume. That's the only thing they can do. Because closed mouths don't get respect. Respect is not something that's given, it's something that's earned, right? So if you feel like you need to be respected, you got to do, say, and be about more than you'll receive more than you thought possible. Okay. So, like I said, I'm knowing that we already jumped on before, but however, the connection was not as good. And as a matter of fact, it wasn't that time. So we're jumping back on again and already went through all the other preliminaries, right? All the other preliminaries when when we first came online. So again, we just reiterating the fact we're just sharing and documenting, sharing what we're documenting this wonderful journey as far as wealth building, right? Sharing what we hold as value, right? With the intention that maybe someone else will hear what they also can look at as being valuable and they can possibly implement it in their way of life, in their everyday life, right? To make their lives better. And that's what it's all about. Uplifting ourselves, right? Uplifting each other. And so thus we are all about uplifting humanity. Okay. So yeah, we're just navigating the land. Okay. Not helping people get to where they need to go, but helping the people get their eat on. Right? We do both. Right? That's one of the different ways that we are being serviced. Right? We are being the asset in so many different ways. Right? One of those ways is through our foundation, the p.m.t.m.l.o transport service, where our service is uplifting people by way of helping them get to where they need to go, or food. Right now, we're doing food, helping people get their eat on. So, as a matter of fact, we're about to go inside, right? And while in the interim, like I said, I want to make sure that you all have some visual, have something to look at. So you don't have to just look at the little character thing, right? You could look at some scenery. And I'm gonna turn the camera around, right? Right? Peace and prosperity, one love. It's all about that oneness, right? Being mindful of that. So we're gonna turn the camera around while we go inside. Here we got that. We got that. We're in the Baltic we're near around the Baltimore's territory. Baltimore right now, around out here in one of the counties, right? One moment, we should return. All right, and we're back. as I'm like, as I always like to say, and those of us who know, with power, showing them symbols with the throwing up them signs, right? With power. So yeah, always like to get in and out, right? Sometimes stores could get busy. However, this is not one of those times. We in and out, so that so we can get to another satisfied patriot, another satisfied individual who's right now looking to looking for this grub, right? They couldn't get out. They couldn't get to the spot. So we bring in the spot to them, so to speak. Bringing the food to them. Right. So yeah. What were we talking about? We're talking about what we do, our way of life, right? All about uplifting each other, right? This way of life that we have is like no other in a unique way that we share what we hold as value, right? We're all about encouraging people to realize that it's about being the asset, right? It's about being mindful of the fact that all value comes from within us, the people. So, in as much as we possibly can, we're supposed to be doing our part, right? By doing you. And I don't like to say part because part in sometimes people will say, oh, that's a role, and in a role that's a character. I mean, it's not about a role or a character. It's all about being yourself. Do you, boo boo? Do you, right? And that's by being yourself, right? And in being myself, I'm all about uplifting myself and others by sharing what I'm holding as value. And that is offering to people as a solution, in my perspective or opinion, that it's best to be mindful about health and wellness. It's best to be about caring, right, about yourself enough to say you're not going to just put any and everything on your body because that becomes you. You're not going to you're going to care enough about yourself and be mindful about what you put in your body, right, as far as sustenance, because that becomes you. As a matter of fact, and when I'm saying what you put in your body, because you put sustenance goes into your body by way of your mouth, by way of your eyes, and by way of your ears. So you must be mindful and be on your guard. Be on your guard to guard yourself, right? As they say, um, be in readiness because at any time your surroundings could change. And at any time, someone could be in need from assistance, for some assistance, and yourself could be one of them, right? So the help will always come from within. So by being mindfully aware, you take the necessary preventive measures to making yourself better, right? So that means to get the information, and the only way the information could come is that you got to be open, be willing to be open to receive information that could better you, that could better us, right? So that's why I'm saying it's important to become, because they ask that you realize that everything we do affects each of us in some way, form, or fashion. So why not share information that's going to be, instead of an adverse way, it'll be in an agreeable way, right? So, and it's because it's enough that we have to worry about doing and balancing ourselves, as opposed to people taking the time to saying, "Oh yeah, I just want to worry about, I just want to live my life as this. I don't care and just don't share nothing. It's bad enough. So why not be about sharing to uplift?" So that's my perspective, and so that's why I'm going to be documenting my journey every day. So this is pretty much the introduction, because the introduction on as to what we're going to be doing on an everyday basis when we're sharing information. Because this is like only our like third time of what we're going to be doing on a daily basis of documenting our wealth building journey, our health and wellness journey, our inheritance journey, right? So right now, I'm just setting the tone, right? So that each time when we begin to jump on, we don't have to take the time to set the tone as much, because this is going to be a reoccurring share on the same channel, the Zoom YouTube channel 19.1, right? Because we'll be recording on Zoom live and then premiering that live recording by way of YouTube, right? And then possibly Instagram will get some clips, right? Because people will start to share. And I want to make this clear. We're not interested in trying to get anyone to follow. So just mark the word of what I'm saying. Just pay attentive to what I'm saying. Share this. Please share this out so that we can become a movement and not just some type of talk, but actually a movement. Like, share, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified as to when there will be another premiere as far as YouTube. Or send us a direct message so that if you want to chime in on the live recordings on Zoom, send us a direct message on Instagram, or if you have my phone number, the phone number, right, or Telegram. Okay? And the premieres, I'm always going to do my best to be there in the space during the time of the premiere, so you can send a message then and it will be seen as well, right, in real time. Right. Just long and out like introduction every time I'm jumping on to do this live. It's just basically I'm going to be jumping on and then going right into whatever it is that I'm sharing, as far as that is that could be possibly looked at, some value that someone would like to implement in their everyday life. Meaning, like I'm saying, it's many different ways that we're about helping to make people's everyday lives simple, right? And bringing value. So we're going to be sharing and the value of health and wellness instead of talking at the beginning, like letting you know that it's your man, or this like setting the tone. No, this Zoom YouTube channel 19.1 is going to be all about um, sharing information and creating the dialogue, right? That will help people to become aware of what is important that they can utilize for their health and wellness needs, or what they can be doing to, or what they can do to tap into wealth building, right? As far as us, as far as going to be sharing the different platforms that makes it simpler and easier to get assets, right? I'm going to be sharing the different platforms that I'm knowing that that's all about giving back and not just looking at people as customers or consumers, right? But actually looking at people and appreciating them, and they have a reward plan in place, right? Where you're rewarded for attaining assets, where you're rewarded for saving an asset, right? That's wealth building. And then also sharing the information as far as generational or ancestral inheritance, right? And that's meaning the importance in correcting one's status with the various uh, jurisdictions in your area, right? The importance in doing that, the importance in allowing your paperwork to precede you. So you have to create the paper trail and putting them on notice and letting them know that you have declared who you are and what you are, not what they thought or assumed you to be, right? And so at different times when I'm jumping on, it's going to be just going right into talking about that and not so much this setting the tone so that people would know what this channel will be talking about. Now everyone is going to know what the p.m.t.m.l.o Foundation team, whenever we have an exclusive, presentation, this exclusive presentation when it will entail talking about health and wellness, wealth building, and generational inheritance, right? And it will be very, very important that people would jump on, become active, and ask questions that they want to know about as far as what can make their life simpler. Not to ask questions as to what they that will begin to have that will begin to make us talk about opinions or make us talk about gossip, because it will be shut down. That's not what I'm interested in doing. If people like to hear about gossip and opinions, then you have to go to another channel, or you might as well go to another channel, because we're not going to be doing that here. We're going to be doing, we'll be sharing information that I'm knowing that is right and exact, because I'm implementing in my everyday life and I'm participating, I'm active in what it is that I'm sharing. So I know it's going to have an agreeable impact with you. And if you want to have even more clarity on it, there may be even some references that you can go research more yourself. And if there isn't any references, then you could do the research and create the references yourself. But it's all about uplifting ourselves, right? And we at the next stop. I hope you all enjoyed the little scenery during this travel time, right? We're about to get in here and get the food to the people so that we can interact with another satisfied patron. One more. And we're back. I kind of forgot. I was looking at the phone and they gave me a little bonus. It was okay, all right. So I was thinking to myself, that's why I just backed up and I wasn't saying anything because I was just looking at the phone and saying, oh, they gave me a little bonus. Anyway, and we are back just like that. Another satisfied patron. Yes, yes, yes. Looking forward to so much more. Oh, and as a plug, right? This is what this is all about. You know, we're plugging in everything that the foundation is doing to help raise funds for itself, right? This transportation thing. When you all are in the Baltimore territory, right, or near whatever Baltimore City or B-more, right? You're here and you want to have some food hot and ready brought to you, right? Reserve us in advance, right? You know, check us out online. The URL I'm going to share it, but you know, it's you reserve us in advance. You don't have to worry about whether or not your food will get to you on still hot. It will. We keep the food hot because we want people to be satisfied. We want people to come back, right? So um, make sure you all check us out. Don't be strangers when you're here in the area. Go to https semicolon / p.m.t.m.l.o and there you click on the tab for deliveries or transportation, right? And you can reserve us in advance for like it's like an hour, it'll be an hour window. So whatever the time for that hour, you reserve in advance. We make sure that time slot is available, and once you know, it's yours. Um, and the verbiage is there because we don't have an app as of yet, so you have to call the office line, right? And it basically works by first come first serve, or if the time slot is available until we get more operators in the area. And like I said, if you have your own automobile, you'd like to go ahead and work with us, you want to collaborate, leave a message, right? And we'll get back with you. So, but yeah, definitely check us out online. You won't be disappointed as far as the transportation. The other thing I want to talk about is uh, we're going to be going live with auctions, right, to help us raise funds. Um, and it'd be like a 24 to 48-hour auction. And we're going to be auctioning. I had mentioned it before on the other live. I mentioned it before on the other live where, and um, and when I mentioned it before, I had to cut it short because you know the device was not working right. The signal it froze up, so I had to start over again. But anyway, yeah, the the I lost my train of thought. Oh, talking about the auction. Um, Participate in the auction for helping us raise funds. That's going to be during our Zoom live, during our lives, and we're going to be documenting the live. So nobody will be able to be like, oh, well, I did it. How come I ain't get it? People are going to be able to see it live, right? It'll be live for like a couple of hours. People will be able to see what it is that is going live for, and then whoever participates during that time that we're live is the ones that can keep bidding on, right? It's going to be stipulations to it. I'm not going to share it because we're going to make it interesting. We're going to make it fun. We're going to make it so that hey, you gotta engage and interact with it, or you could possibly lose out. And it's going to be we're going to have everything as far as electronics, various gift giving ideas. We're going to have various gift giving ideas, and again, you won't be disappointed um, with that. So, and my goal is to have that started possibly tonight. If not tonight, tomorrow, right? And so be on the lookout for when we go live on Zoom. We're going to we'll share the live link, right? And for those who missed the live link, like, so it's going to be okay. I'm going to mention this. So if you're not able to make it to the Zoom live, the premiere will also count. Okay, so I'm just going to say that the premiere and the Zoom live will count, so that when people, if you want to be able to participate in that, the auction, the fundraising auction, uh, you will be able to participate. Don't worry, it's gonna, it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna have, it's gonna be real good. It's gonna be real nice. We're gonna have a lot of fun doing it, right? And in advance, we thank you and appreciate you for your patience and support, right? So yeah, so looking forward to doing that. Yeah, and then and so the next thing is I want to talk about is that when we're going to be going live, like I said, we're going to go right into like so we're going to greet another another p.m.t.m.l.o Foundation Team exclusive. It's your man, and that's about it. We're not going to go into no long drawn out set the tone dialogue, talking about anything else. We're just gonna go right into what the topic of the day is, right? That's how we're gonna be rolling. And if it's just gonna be, it's gonna be a combination, definitely, of sharing, uh, sharing our time together as far as picking up the food, as we're navigating the land. You all going to be traveling with it, but I'm also going to be just, pretty much homing in one particular topic at that time. And then in the evening, it won't be any traveling, like as far as the transportation. It will be talking of, you'll be seeing a visual. You'll be seeing what we're doing as far as wealth building. I'm going to be engaging in, like interacting and showing people various platforms where you can build wealth, whether it's with encrypted currency, with digital currency, right? Because it's all about giving yourself options, right? It's all about giving yourself options with your cash. It's all about the reality that we should not be trying to work 2 and 3 jobs. As a matter of fact, we should not be like our aim should not be our highest esteemed aim or goal should not be to working for someone for 15 and 20 years. Our goal should be to have something, either collaborate with someone or creating it yourself, to presenting some type of gift, right? Idea, something to the people, right? Because in my opinion, right, do opinion real quick. In my opinion, in the future, people working for corporations like factories and things like that will be very, very scarce, because advanced technology, right, be that humanoid, bots, whatever, are going to be taking the place of people. So you're going to have to we're going to have to adapt to the reality that people are going to be having to have their own stuff that they're engaging with each other, and providing outlets for people, providing the outlet for people to be able to create a stream of currency, create some cash flow for themselves. So we're going to be having to provide that, as opposed to the big corporations and factories. They're not going to be doing that, because they're going to be. It's about the bottom line. They're going to go with what's least and most efficient for them, right? And so it's going to be to where a lot of people are not. It's not going to be people physically having to be doing labor anymore, right? So that's like I said, that's in my opinion. So we might as well now start preparing for that, right? And then already having our mindset in providing suitable ways that people can create some cash flow for themselves, right? To be able to have some currency coming into their home, right? So yeah, well, now we at the next location. I hope y'all again enjoyed the landscaping, the looking at the trees and everything. So now we got another dash, right? About to go into the express, the Panda Express, right? So we shall return momentarily. All right, people was hungry this time, and we're back. People was hungry, had a big old bag, right? So they're gonna be like, yeah, our appetite was big. That's why the bag is big. And there's a couple of them. They're gonna be like, it's a couple of us. It ain't just for one or two of us. It's a couple people. Yeah, you don't gotta try to explain that to me. No, I'm just playing. Whatever you need for sustenance, whatever you feel that's gonna make you happy. You got to eat what you like. You got to be satisfied. Right? Not everybody's the same. I'm knowing this. Now everybody wants to be mindful about having to manage their body, so they can have a their bodies working at the optimum level, you know. So, and that's cool. We are all in due time, and whatever makes you happy, whatever floats that boat, right? Um, so yeah, y'all see that in and out. I love it when it happens like that. No wait time. Um, so I'm thankful, and so now we on to the next location. And again, y'all, we got to give praise. All praises is due to the source. Thank you, source, for this lovely, amazing day, right? Give thanks and appreciation. Thank you, all mother, all father, this lovely, amazing world. Thank you, world, for allowing us this, having the sun shining through, uh, and allowing us to have this fresh air, this H2, this oxygen to breathe. You know, having this too, right? Because we, anyway, just wanted to take the time to give thanks. Sometimes my mind goes into that mode. Um, it helps you to feel good. It helps the day to go by too. I've noticed it. Okay. So yeah, we on the way to the next one. Right. I'm hoping you all are enjoying this time, this little chit chat, this chit chat share ride, this chit chat travel ride, this chit chat travel ride, right? So where y'all can you get to see the landscape here in the Baltimore territory, the Bmore area, right? Baltimore City area and surrounding counties, right? Maybe hopefully y'all saw something that was like, that's really beautiful, right? And hopefully my voice is not uh, too much of a distraction or too much of a irritant, right? Because and if it is, shit, that's the beautiful thing about videos and volume, in the volume. Cut that shit up, cut that thing down, or click it off, turn it off, right? Um, however, for those of y'all who are able to grit, grit and bear, thank you very much. Greatly appreciate you all sharing the time and taking the time and sharing your energy, because it is all about vibing, right, with each other. And yeah. So back to what we are planning on doing when we share. What we're going to be sharing, going live. Like I said, we're going to be documenting. We're documenting our daily journey. You know, we're going to be documenting our journey daily, right? And what we're doing for wealth building, right? As well as um, helping the people get to where they go, helping the people get their sustenance, right? Daily, we're going to be doing that. Like on an everyday, or once in a, I'm going to say once or twice in a 7 day strong day cycle, right? Instead of calling them weekdays, we call them strong days, right? No more weekdays. We want to be strong. So start your day strong, end your day strong. There's no way possible that we can have any weekdays. No more room for any weekdays. Only strong days, y'all. Strong days ahead, right? Um, so right, so whenever we're going to be sharing the information about the importance of wealth building, or sharing the importance of health and wellness, it's not going to be done during the time where we're going live and picking up food, taking the food to the building, right? It's going to be like in the evening time where we're not traveling, right? Unless a particular, unless I create a particular subject, and I doubt it as far as health and wellness now, because the health and wellness, I'm thinking, in my mind, I want to use the computer and have people to where they can see what it is that we're looking, so we can have a visual, and we can create dialogue and talk about the best way, or one of the ways uh, that we can mindfully be aware of what we put in our bodies and on our bodies, and then showing you where we like to go. One of the places we like to go to uh, get the different products for that, right? And okay, I'll call my better half back. She's calling right now. Well, hold on, y'all. Hold on, I'm going. Hey, beautiful lady. All right, how you, beauty? Yeah, huh? Yes. I'm about to drop off, but I had to separate my phone, right? And I'm doing a live. You can say hi to the people right now. I'm doing a Zoom, and I'm sharing the time with them, right? Um, right. Hopefully they can pick you up. The phone it's not coming through the speaker. Yeah, no, it's coming through the other phone. It's coming through the other device. So thank you, baby. I appreciate it, and enjoy the rest of your rest break, your downtime. And I'll call you back. I was about to probably wrap it up soon. Yep, and I'll call you back. All right, thanks, honey. Later. Right. So yeah, so that was my lovely lady, y'all. I don't know if you all could hear her talking, and she was just checking in. She was, she was sleeping, and then she's calling her. She like to just check in once in a while, which is appreciated. She probably saw that I sent her a text message and just wanted to call. But so damn, my train of thought is kind of like that. I'm gonna try to get it back. That's why it's good. It's really good to have people talking with you. It helps to keep you engaged because you say, well, what was it? What were we talking about? And then somebody could say one word, or somebody could be thinking about it, and because we're engaged in the same type of mindset at the time, the thought would just come back, and oh, thank you for helping me remember that. But uh, all right, we almost had. I passed the house. I was looking like, wait a minute, no, I don't need to turn. I'm already on the street, but it was wanting me to turn into that driveway. I don't like doing that, but let's see. We need 13, 18. Yeah, I think this is 18 is in it. That's why I need to turn in, because the house sits back in the back off the street. Interesting. All right. Yeah. Ah. So yeah, definitely got to turn in for this one, because it would have been a walk. That would have been a ways. Exercise is good, but would have been a ways to walk off the roadway. All right, so we got to see which one it is. All right. Well, we shall return momentarily to people. All right. What we thinking, people? 1 second. One moment. right. So this is weird. They, I'm at the right location, 13, and they're saying they didn't order anything. So now let's find out what this deal is with support. All right, y'all. So instead of I'm not gonna hold y'all. We wrapping this up. I got to call and find out what's happening with this order. Greatly appreciate you all today taking the time to being a guest, right? And soon to come when we go live, we're going to be sharing. Okay, thank you. We're going to be sharing. Uh, so we're going to be sharing the auctions to help us raise funds for the foundation. We're going to be sharing wealth building platforms that will allow you to get currency, assets, right, to attain assets. And also, we'll be talking about generational inheritance. So um, stay tuned. Have an amazing day. Be safe. And don't let nobody get on your nerves. One love. Till the next time. Peace. In the recording.